Trying to hear from Tony. Many years ago, we were at some very old family friends. The dad of the house was bald on the top but had hair around the sides. My niece, who was in about 4 years old, said, "Hey, why is your hair sliding off the back of your head?" Mark Fitzpatrick in Ireland.
Yes.
As a rather rotund gentleman in my mid-30s, I decided to hit the gym and shed about 40 kilos. I was admiring my newly acquired 4-pack. Alas, the 6-pack evaded me. My then 8-year-old pipes up, "Wow, Daddy, your belly's got so small. But your face is still fat." I want to hear from Susie here. My then 3-year-old son commented very loudly at the customs officer that inspected my passport, "Mum, you're a man, aren't you?" The poor customs man was trying very hard to keep a straight face. And finally, from Jeremy Lawrence, a couple of years back, was getting ready for work and the wife was getting the kids ready anyways. The youngest, who is at kindy, turns to the wife, whips out his pecker and goes, "I've got a Hulk dick." The young fella had been colouring his pecker in green all morning instead of eating his breakfast.
Because it's from Danny Carroll, who's one of the great rock listeners and not for radio listeners. It's a Saturday morning. I've just finished a night shift, but the weekly shop needs to be done. And my 17-month-old son, still in a baby buggy, and the supermarket was packed. Halfway around, my son's upset. I'm yawning, and my son's mum says, "Take him and go and sit by the tills." A few minutes later, after sitting there, 2 children that I assume were brother and sister, possibly twins, around 5-ish, sit next to me on the bench. After a few little minutes, the little boy goes, "I spy with my little eyes something beginning with O." The girl starts to guess orange, olive, onion, and the boy's like, no. And by now, my exhausted self is invested in their game, and I'm looking around for stuff that starts with O. Their mum walks up and says, "Come on then." And as if on cue, the little girl gives up. And with that, the little bastard locks his eyes with me straight down the barrel of the gun, points at me, and gives me the answer. "Old man." I broke my silence. I said, "Oi, I'm only 32. And the mum hurried her young children away. Kids are dicks.
Kids are dicks. This is from Paul Young. Moved to a small town in the Northern Territory of Australia and took my daughter to her first day of grade 1 school. When asked what her daddy does, she told everyone, "My dad goes to the pub. He's there all day. And then he goes back again at the night time. I'm often in bed asleep when he comes home. And he sits down and then he has a beer." All of the teachers and the mums are just glaring at me like I'm the worst father in the world. I quietly mumbled, "I'm the new chef at the pub and I work split shifts."
Oh, that's good.
Linda Mallard. In the days when I used to go to the gym, I was in a shower cubicle when I heard a mum and a toddler enter the cubicle next door. Mum turned the water on, and when I looked down, there was a massive turd floating towards my feet from under the partition. Suddenly, an adult hand reached through, snatched it, and I could only imagine how embarrassed she was, so I pretended not to notice and said nothing. We ended up in the changing room at the same time, and I've never seen a kid dried, dressed, and out the door so fast. I'm talking sub 10 seconds. Kids are dicks when they take a shit.
Well, that's good. We float in Morobar, eh?
Final one from me, from Dave. Fellas, I got a couple for you. About a year ago, I was helping a neighbour clear blocked drains in the very heavy freezing rain. I was soaking wet head to toe, so I went straight inside to the shower. My son, 3 years old at the time, busted in and goes, "Daddy, geez, it must be cold because your penis fell off outside." Another time was at a mate's. He had a very reluctant, very recently taught his boy how to pants somebody. Was standing chatting when he comes up behind me and goes, he comes up behind me and down goes my shorts and undies. He then shouts, "Everyone look!" So everyone sees what he did. Yes, that's right, kids are dicks.
Kids are dicks.